The ancient question is the reality of the baker more if you see him? Because we tend to believe our eyes more than our logic. And then the answer in the ancient books is that
Croissant were a two-way flow in which you invite people to think, for example, all the people that were involved in bringing this cup to us. And there's people that we see directly and people we see indirectly, where you cannot know exactly who it was. Does it have the same strength?
the essence of your question is, at my cafe, the baker gets there at 4 o'clock or 4:30. If you don't get there early, you will never meet them because they go home and sleep. And then you might meet the waitress who offers you the pastry. You tell the waitress thank you, but there's this baker. Boy, he got to work at 4 o'clock. He's the one who actually baked it. He's the one who worked there for 4 or 5 hours. In the ancient teaching 1,500 years ago, whether you meet the baker directly, so the first one is largely, 80-90% visual,
Yes.
visual consciousness. In the Abhidharma, 90% of your physical reality is visual. It's coming through your eyes. But then suppose you never come to the cafe before 10 a.m. and you never meet the baker, but the waitress says, there's a baker who comes in at 4 o'clock. Then you can close your eyes and you can imagine this baker and you can be grateful to him. Now, the ancient question is the reality of the baker more if you see him, or is the reality of the baker equal? Because we tend to believe our eyes more than our logic. And then the answer in the ancient books is that the baker you see working hard and the baker you figure out was working hard are exactly the same baker. So what that means is to be grateful for someone you meet and to be grateful for someone you will never meet. My perception of him logically is as valid as meeting him in person. Therefore, gratitude for someone who has paid you a great kindness and you figure out they must be there is equal to gratitude paid to a person in front.
The seed is the same.
To truly appreciate a person you will never meet, it probably takes more time and more effort. Therefore, the seeds are probably more. So be grateful for all the unseen people helping you. It's probably deeper seeds than to be grateful to the people you meet.